This is the extraordinary tale of a girl who defied the odds and escaped the fate that befalls millions of African children. Prepare to be captivated as we take you on a journey through Zahara's incredible life. 17 years ago, in the impoverished country of Ethiopia, a baby girl named Zahara fought for survival in an orphanage. Malnourished and on the brink of death, her future seemed bleak. Little did she know, fate had a different plan in store for her. Enter Hollywood superstar Angelina Jolie, whose heart was touched by Zahara's plight. In a twist of destiny, she chose to adopt this fragile baby, whisking her away from the African orphanage and into the opulence of a luxurious California mansion. But don't be fooled, Zahara's path was far from smooth. Intrigued? Stay tuned as we uncover the trials and tribulations that shaped Zahara's extraordinary life. What obstacles did she face along the way? And where is she now? The answers lie before you, but only if you keep watching. But before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon for instant notifications. Now, let the enthralling tale begin. Ethiopia, a nation plagued by poverty, shelters over 4 million orphan children. Many wander the streets, deprived of basic necessities such as food, water, and education. Amidst this sea of abandoned souls, Zahara, a 6-month-old baby girl, found herself alone in an orphanage, her tiny frame weakened by hunger. Without intervention, her fate would have mirrored countless others. But then, an extraordinary incident altered Zahara's destiny forever. In 2005, Angelina Jolie, the Hollywood luminary, decided to adopt this defenseless baby. At the time, Jolie was dating Brad Pitt and had already welcomed Maddox, a 3-year-old Cambodian boy, into her family through adoption. As an avid advocate for charity, Jolie frequently journeyed to impoverished nations to help underprivileged children. It was during one of these missions that she discovered Zahara, immediately captivated by her presence. Perceived as an orphan, Zahara's tragic backstory emerged. A mother who passed away shortly after giving birth, reportedly due to either bleeding or AIDS. The identity of her father remained a mystery. Zahara's sole guardian was her grandmother, Almaz Blufner, residing in a sun-baked town called Awassa. In a dilapidated shack, they endured a life devoid of basic amenities, no telephone, electricity, or creature comforts. The family's existence revolved around a leaky roof, crumbling walls, and a primitive burner for cooking. Grandmother Blufner cared for Zahara during her first 4 months, but the harsh reality of poverty forced her to make a heartbreaking decision. With a meager monthly income of $9, she entrusted the baby to an orphanage, hoping she would at least be fed. When news reached Zahara's grandmother that a Hollywood actress intended to adopt the baby, she found solace and refrained from attempting to reclaim her grandchild. Illiterate and humble, all she wished for was a photograph of her granddaughter's prosperous life, one day to be able to cherish those beautiful, familiar brown eyes. The circumstances that force African families to part with their children due to financial hardships are deeply distressing, a poignant reminder of life's cruelty. Yet, amidst this harsh reality, Zahara was among the fortunate few. Immediately after the adoption, Angelina Jolie, accompanied by Brad Pitt, brought Zahara to the United States, introducing her to a world of unimaginable luxury. However, true happiness for Zahara was not measured in material wealth, but in the love of her newfound family. Brad Pitt became her official adoptive father, and she was bestowed with the double surname Jolie-Pitt. Surrounded by affection, Zahara's life seemed idyllic, but appearances can be deceiving. From the very beginning, she was thrust into the spotlight, hounded by paparazzi hungry for a glimpse of Angelina Jolie and her adopted daughter. The invasive media even spread rumors, claiming that the family was attempting to return Zahara to Ethiopia. Exploiting their vulnerability and poverty, these reporters callously manipulated the situation. It was a challenging time for Zahara and her family. As if that weren't enough, another shocking revelation shook Zahara's world. Reports surfaced, exposing the truth that her biological mother was alive. Mentwab Dawit, Zahara's birth mother, spoke to the press, sharing her painful story. She revealed that her pregnancy was the result of a traumatic assault, leaving her unsure of the identity of Zahara's father. However, cultural taboos and societal judgment forced her to keep the truth hidden. In the eyes of her community, she would be deemed disgraced, blamed, while the perpetrator went unpunished. Alone and unable to provide for her child, Mentwebe made the heartbreaking decision to entrust Zahara to her grandmother's care. Remarkably, despite the revelations, Mentwebe never contested Angelina Jolie's adoption of her baby. Instead, she expressed gratitude that Zahara had been blessed with an extraordinary life, adopted by a renowned celebrity. In 2007, Mentwebe conveyed her heartfelt message stating, "I wish them both all the success they deserve." Zahara blossomed within her loving and expansive family. Jolie went on to adopt more children, and she and Brad Pitt welcomed 3 biological children into the world. Zahara now has 5 siblings. Nevertheless, when Zahara turned 12, her biological mother reappeared, suddenly desiring contact with her long-lost child. Mentwebe pleaded for the opportunity to speak with Zahara, yearning for a connection. However, Zahara remained steadfast in her conviction that her true mother was the one who had raised her, not the one who had given birth. Despite this, Zahara embarked on multiple visits to her homeland, Ethiopia, reconnecting with her roots. In a significant journey in 2019, Zahara had the honor of meeting Ethiopia's first female president. They delved into conversations about the nation's rich culture and history. Jolie strongly believed in her adopted children understanding their heritage. However, she made the difficult decision not to facilitate a meeting between Zahara and her biological mother, fearing potential harm to Zahara's well-being. Today, Zahara stands at 17 years old, a remarkable young woman. Amidst the glitz and glamour of her high-profile family, she remains remarkably unassuming, the calm presence amidst the storm. Yet, Zahara's accomplishments are not to be overlooked. She has cultivated her own collection of jewelry, lent her voice to animated films, such as voicing Meng Meng in Kung Fu Panda 3, and actively supported her mother's charitable endeavors. Currently, she is pursuing her studies at the prestigious Spelman College in Atlanta, laying the foundation for her own remarkable future. Angelina Jolie reflects on Zahara's journey with immense pride, remarking, "My daughter is from Ethiopia, one of my children, and I have learned so much from her. She is my family, but she is an extraordinary African woman, and her connection to her country, her continent, it's her own." While some critics continue to scrutinize Jolie's decision to adopt a child who was not technically an orphan but rather taken from her family, Zahara's incredible life story speaks for itself. Her transformation from a malnourished baby in an Ethiopian orphanage to a poised and accomplished young woman is a testament to the power of love, resilience, and opportunity. As Zahara's tale draws to a close, we are left with a thought-provoking question. Should Zahara establish a relationship with her biological mother? It is a deeply personal decision, one that only Zahara herself can make. The complexity of her circumstances and the impact it may have on her emotional well-being must be carefully considered. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through Zahara's extraordinary life. We hope her story has inspired you and shed light on the challenges and triumphs that shape the lives of countless children around the world. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to share your thoughts, hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Until next time, stay tuned for more remarkable stories that will leave you in awe.